Well, hello, my friends. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome back to this week's edition of the Detox Diva Call. Grab your water and get comfortable because we are going to go into call 4 of our series. And the title tonight is The Missing Piece Behind the Fatigue, the Weight, and the Brain Fog. Tell me in the comments who can relate to all three of those, one, two, or three. If those three words describe your life right now, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. So welcome, welcome. Give me the next 40 minutes, and I promise you, you are going to see something about your own body that no one has probably ever bothered to tell you before. So before we go any further, if you are new tonight, please drop that in the comments. We want to give you some love, and I'd like to take a moment and just introduce myself. My name is Tina Heuermann. I am a wellness educator and international best-selling author, and I get to walk alongside this community. I'm so honored while we learn how the body actually works. And this is really all I do here. I just love to talk about what the body does, the science behind it, and how to support it naturally. So together we explore root cause wellness in language that makes sense. I don't want to talk over anyone's head. And to be honest, I really struggle with some of those big words. So I like to keep it simple so that you can understand it. And it just like I'm sitting here having coffee with you at a local coffee shop, and we're just having a conversation about that brain fog, the weight gain, and all that yucky stuff that we want to try to figure out what's going on in our body so we can take care of that. So tonight's understanding how your body was designed to work and why beginning with our upcoming liver cleanse changes everything that comes out of it. Like the liver cleanse is truly a foundational starting point. So let me introduce you to the people behind the formulas. I get so excited being able to talk about these people, and I used last week's slide, such a dork. So Paula Scarcella is our CEO and the visionary behind Zalara, and Alexandria Brighton is the master botanical formulator whose work has shaped the wellness products for more than 3 decades. She has 30 years of formulating. Their commitment to quality is the exact reason that I can stand here and teach this with so much confidence because I know what's in the bottles. I know what's in the bags. I know the dedication they have to purity and potency. And they are like, I'm very particular about my ingredients, but these two make me look like a beginner in the holistic world when it comes to their dedication to that. So before we go any further, let's do just a quick little bit of housekeeping here. Everything shared tonight is for educational purposes only. It's not intended as medical advice. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, who, by the way, just approved lab manufactured meat. So that really doesn't carry a lot of respect from me. And I'm sure many of you feel the same way. And we are not here tonight to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. We're just here for education. It is your responsibility to take the information, do your own research, and find out what works best with you or for you with a consult with a qualified healthcare provider. So, 3 things you feel every day. Let's start. We wake up, we're still exhausted, right? Your sleep has not fixed that. You go to bed early, you wake up tired anyway. The weight that will not move, no matter how careful you are, you're doing everything right. You're doing portion control. You might be walking. You are probably drinking enough water, half your weight in ounces of water every day. And the scale just sits there. And that brain fog. Let's talk about that brain fog because I know I have moments where I can tell if I've eaten something, I get that brain fog coming in. And that's the moment where you walk into the room and you can't remember why you walked in there, or you're talking on your cell phone and you're walking around the house looking for your cell phone. I know I'm not the only one, so don't act. So let me know, do you do that too? But this is why your own name can feel far away for a second. You know these 3 symptoms intimately, don't you? So we are going to get in to why this is going on. So, and you've been told it's just you, it's your age, it's hereditary, it's your hormones, it's your stress, it's just that you're not trying hard enough. So you chase each one of those things on its own, right? A new diet for the weight, a new supplement for the energy, an earlier bedtime for the brain fog, and still nothing is holding. My friend, you are not lazy. I say this all the time. You are not broken. You have just been handed 3 separate problems to solve, and no one ever told you that they were connected. So tonight, we're going to connect them. So let me ask you something. What if the fatigue, what if the weight, and what if the fog are not 3 separate things to fix it all? What if they are 3 signals coming from one single place? What if you've been putting out 3 different fires and nobody showed you the source of it? Pretty big questions. So one organ sits underneath all 3 of those. And tonight we're going to follow that thread back to that one system quietly running the show behind your energy, behind your weight, your clarity. It's your liver. It's not your thyroid. It's not your willpower. And it's not your age. It's that little organ that we are preparing to cleanse together starting July 28th. So this little organ, the liver, has over 300 different jobs. They are essential tasks that it does every single day. While you're sleeping, while you're awake, your liver is constantly on the field. It's the head coach, it is your detox master, and it filters your blood. It converts your nutrients. It produces the bile that moves the fat and waste out of you. And it clears the hormones your body is finished using. 300 jobs. Not one of us is asking a single other organ to do that much, really, are we? And then we're wondering why we feel all those symptoms. So every drop runs through it. So I want you to picture that filter, okay? Your liver is the filter that every single drop of your blood passes through, every single drop, before it reaches the rest of you. When that filter is clear, everything downstream runs clean. Your brain gets clean blood, your muscles get clean blood, but when it clogs, everything downstream pays for it. Every organ, every cell, every part of you that has been feeling off. Now, I know if your car or your home has a filter like that one on the left, what happens? You get dust all the way through your house, right? And so the liver is the same type of organ or same type of functionality within your body. So let's talk about how detox actually works, because most people really don't have a really big idea, and it is the whole key. So your liver clears those toxins in 2 phases, okay? Part 1, phase 1, it's going to unpack those toxins. It's going to break it open so it can be handled. And here's the part that not many people talk about, but you'll always hear it here. The first step actually makes the toxin more reactive, more volatile for just a moment. It has to open the package before it can deal with what's inside of it, okay? Then we have phase 2. Phase 2 neutralizes those reactive fragments and tags it for a safe exit. So think of it like this. Phase 1 is going to open up that package. Phase 2 is going to wrap it back up and it's going to show it the exit door. So both of these have to happen, and one without the other is not a detox. It's a mess on your kitchen counter. So when the second step, this is the catch here. This is the thing I need you to really hear it. Phase 1 is racing, but phase 2 is overwhelmed. Those reactive fragments are going to pile up with nowhere else to go. And that backlog is a real part of why a stressed liver can make you feel worse, not better. And this is also why people try some harsh detox off the internet and end up flat on the couch with a headache, wondering what they did wrong. They pushed phase one and never supported the exit. Okay, this is why we talk the importance of our liver cleanse, number one, but especially a quality liver cleanse prior to a parasite cleanse. So bile is how the fat soluble waste is going to leave the body. So this is the exit. It's a huge factor of what your liver clears is that fat soluble. And the only way it leaves is through the bile. The bile is going to carry the fats, the waste, the fat soluble toxins out of the body. Bile is the drain pipe. Okay. So when the bile flows freely, the whole system drains. And when it does not, everything's going to get backed up. Kind of like that dirty kitchen sink we talked about last week. And thick bile is where the weight begins. So if someone does have a weight problem, it could take 3 to 4 liver detoxes before that bile starts really flowing, because there's so much that we're exposed to all the time. This is why we do these liver cleanses a couple times a year. This is why we do the parasite cleanse at least twice a year, because we're exposed to this stuff every day. And this is where that weight begins. The stress, the processed food, the dehydration, the daily toxins, that all thickens that bile and it slows it down. And that sluggish bile means that the fats are not broken down or moved well. So your metabolism is going to slow down. The scale is going to stop responding to everything you try. So read that again. You have been fighting your own body with willpower when the problem is thick bile. That's the issue in a nutshell. My throat's dry this afternoon. So your liver is going to clear your hormone load too. We talked about this in one of the calls. It's not just fat. The liver is also where the estrogen gets cleared. Okay. Estrogen, ladies, you know what I'm talking about when we talk about estrogen, right? So when it's overburdened and cannot keep up, that estrogen recirculates instead of leaving. It shows up as stubborn weight, water retention, and the mood swings you've been blaming on everything else. Every woman in their 35 to 60 range who's told me their hormones are a mess, this is where I ask about their liver first. In fact, my mom had estrogen positive breast cancer. She had so much estrogen floating through her body. Her cancer was the estrogen positive cancer. So there's this switch, right? So now the fatigue and the fog. So a backed up liver is going to drive oxidative stress. And that flips on an inflammatory switch. That's the NF-κB and the COX-2 signaling that your cells use to sound the alarm, okay? Your body is supposed to flip that switch, deal with the threat, and then flip that switch back off. But turned on and left on, you feel it as fog, as fatigue, as the puffiness, the inflamed heaviness that makes your rings tight and your face look tired in photos. That's that switch getting turned on and left on. And here is why it never seems to lift on its own. The toxin burden drives the inflammation, okay? The toxins in your body is what's driving the inflammation on the inside. The inflammation is going to slow that liver down. And the slower liver clears less. We get all those symptoms back. And then that burden climbs again, around and around and around. And it's a loop that has been tightening quietly over the past several years, probably most of your adult life. And you cannot willpower your way out of a loop. You have to interrupt it. You've got to break that chain. So look again at those three. The fatigue was the inflammation switch stuck on. The weight was the thick bile. and recirculating hormones. And the fog was the filter that could not keep your blood clean. Not 3 problems, my friends. It was just one. But it's a little bit bigger than the 3. And once you see it, the rest of your list makes sense too. So the bloating, the gas, the irregular digestion, the PMS, the mood swings, the breakouts, the itching, the rashes, the tension headaches, the afternoon crash at 2 o'clock, the water retention, the slow metabolism. Every single one of those is the same burdened filter waving its hand saying, hey, I need some attention over here. And I just had a conversation with someone today that said they wanted to split up their cocoa blue because they were feeling an afternoon crash. And I'm like, well, split it up. But my mind was in putting this call together. I need to go back and find that message and say, it's a good thing you're doing liver cleanse with us, because that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So this is the piece you've been missing. These were never separate problems to solve one at a time. They're the same overburdened filter asking for the same thing. When you support the liver, the whole list has a reason to change together. And that's probably what you've not heard before. And that's why nothing has ever held in your health journey, because you're stuck in that loop of the fog, the fatigue, the weight gain, the hormones, and it can even interrupt your sleep. So this is not personal failing. This is everything you're exposed to on a daily basis. Thankfully, we've got some new products I'm going to talk about here in a second that just came out that is going to clear up 2 more areas for you. Our pollution, smoke, and household chemicals, the things that you clean with. I mean, if you can smell it and it smells like a chemical, it's a chemical and your body does not like it. Processed foods, sugars, dyes, and preservatives. Thankfully, they're taking some measures and removing some of those dyes from the foods and things that we're exposed to every day, especially for the kids. Poor sleep, dehydration, medication, and alcohol. Those all play a huge factor in this. Modern life asks your liver to do more than it was ever built to handle. Yes, our liver can detox on its own. And you will hear people that are not in the holistic world kind of poo-poo on a liver detox. And they'll say, well, the liver cleans itself. It doesn't need any help. Well, why are there so many gallbladder surgeries? The gallbladder being removed is the fault of the liver not functioning correctly. So you did not do this to yourself. You just live here. You just live on this polluted earth, just like the rest of us. So the detoxing becomes an integral part of everyone's health journey. You do not force a liver. You support it. That's, it's not harsh. It's not punishing. It's not purging that leaves you flattened for 3 days. It's a gentle, intentional support that opens those pathways and lets your body do what it already knows how to do at its own pace. We don't ever, just like with the GLP kit, like we don't force the body into a weight release situation. We don't force the liver to detox itself. What we do is we support it with plant-based nutrients that are God designed to help that certain area of the body. Your body is not the enemy here. And when you try to force things into it and make it behave a certain way, it's going to end up revolting like a 2-year-old. So your liver is the hero of all of this. So phase 1, preparation. We talked preparation. This happens in 3 stages. So first we prepare. We open up the drain before we turn on the faucet. We get bile moving and the elimination pathways open. So when those toxins start releasing, they keep moving out instead of circulating back in and making me feel like crap. Phase 2 is the activation. Now we're going to gently wake the liver's own detox engine. We're going to support that healthy bile flow. We're going to nourish the liver tissue, and we reopen the filtration route so waste can move out efficiently and steady energy can return to you. If you have done a liver cleanse with us in the past, I want to see it in the comments. How many of you had better energy day 3, 4, or 5? Some people had to go a little bit longer with their detox because they were still feeling kind of punky on day 3. I'm not going to say you're not going to feel tired on this liver cleanse. I'm not going to say you're not going to get a slight headache. I'm definitely not going to say that you're not going to have some sort of emotional release when you do this, because I get that every single time. But once I get through that liver cleanse, I've got energy. My mind is bright. Like, there is so much goodness. I crave the good food. The sugar cravings are gone. And that is all of this returning. That is all of what my body is craving. So we're going to support that and wake that engine back up. Then we have phase 3, that renew phase. That's when we replenish. This is where the liver completes its repair, minerals are restored, and the lightness, clarity, and steady energy you've been missing start to feel like you again. This is the part that people describe when they say they forgot what normal felt like. So this is why we prepare first. And I want to be very clear about this. When you skip the prep and the toxins re-enter circulation instead of leaving, that's what triggers those headaches on rough days. And people are so afraid of these detoxes. I had somebody ask me one time, I've never done your detox because I didn't think you could eat food. Yep, we can eat food. We'll have posts. I think a post just went up about what kind of foods that you can eat. Just pay attention to the wellness group, because I've got posts that are scheduled out all the way through the lead up to the liver cleanse. And you can just use those 3 dots at the top of the post and put save post. You can even create a little folder to put all of those notes in, so you can go back and see those posts later when you have a question. You can also use the search box in the group to find the information. So this is the difference between a cleanse you dread and a cleanse you feel you do and you feel lighter after it's over. So this is, I'm so excited, our first ever Zalara cleanse. I am so pumped about this. What a way to kick off the first quarter of the company being open. And this reset was built to do exactly everything I've talked about tonight. There's 3 gentle days, and the Zalara liver cleanse, there's 5 products that work together synergistically. I can't do a call without that, because all of our calls were all of our products work synergistically. We're going to hydrate, we're going to purify, and we're going to replenish, so your liver can filter, flush, and renew the way it was designed to. And that black seed oil that's free with this kit, let me walk you through each of the pieces, because every one of these guys has a job in your 3-day detox. So Vitality, sipping some right now. This is something that I absolutely love. I drink probably a half a gallon of this a day. People are like, well, can I drink more than the 4 cups it says? Absolutely. Like I said, I drink this all day long. So this is the herbal tea that you brew. You're going to start this the night before the detox starts. So that'll be the 27th. And this is your daily reset throughout the cleanse. It's going to support your digestive flow. It's going to support regular elimination. It's going to help calm occasional bloating. And it's going to encourage healthy movement so your body can let go of what no longer serves it. So remember what we said about opening the drain first. This is a big part of how we do that. And it's made with a thoughtful blend of cleansing herbs. It works with your body, not against it. Then we have the fulvic minerals. I love my fulvic, love. This is going to help restore what modern living drains away. This should be a daily staple, whether you're doing a liver cleanse or not. This is deep mineral support, okay? It replenishes the essential trace minerals your body cannot produce but needs every single day. It supports the cellular health and energy production, and it does it in ionic form. So your body can absolutely absorb it and use it at the cellular level. Like we are made of all these cells, right? So we want to make sure the cells are taken care of. Huge piece of terrain health. Minerals are the spark plug of your metabolism. And when you replenish minerals, your body can finally do what it was designed to do. Then we have HEPA Detox. This is a fantastic essential oil. It is our detoxification blend, and this one supports your body's natural detoxification process, gentle digestion and bile flow, and healthy microbial balance. It is built on carrot seed, which supports natural detoxification. It's got peppermint in there, which I love peppermint. That's going to promote that gentle digestion and soothing comfort. And then it has lemon for that bile flow and a healthy digestive response. And then it has rosehip seed to nourish and support the body's natural cleansing pathway. So a daily drop towards feeling lighter, more energized, and balanced from the inside out. This is going to be rubbed topically over the liver. And also you can use it if you're going to do Bile therapy, take a bath with it, mix it with some magnesium flakes and put 10 drops in there and take a bath with that. If you have the fulvic powder, add a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of the fulvic powder with the magnesium flakes, mix all that together and then put it in your nice hot tub. Now, liver support, and this is something that you can continue taking every day. Actually, all of these you can really take every day. It depends on what part of the body you're really trying to focus on getting in line. And it may take you several liver cleanses to really start releasing some of those toxins. So taking this on a daily after you do a cleanse is going to be a way kind of like maintenance, I'll say. But this liver support here is the heart of the whole kit. So liver support gently opens the bile flow so your liver can release what's holding and move it out efficiently. It's going to support that healthy liver function. It's going to promote natural detox pathways, and it encourages smooth digestion from the very start. So remember the slide by slide that we just learned, right? Thick bile stalls everything. This is what opens the way. And when the bile flows, the detox can begin. And a healthy liver is the foundation for any healing journey. Then we have our beautiful black seed oil that's going to be that's included free in this kit. And this magical seed has been used for over 3,000 years. It is a powerful antioxidant that helps fight the oxidative stress. It's going to support the immune resilience, and it has traditionally been used to support a healthy inflammatory response and overall comfort. So remember that switch we talked about, the one with it stuck on? This is the support while your liver rests and repairs. So it's included free because your body deserves support at every level. So what do these 3 days give you? That woman right there knows exactly what I'm talking about. Healthy liver and bile flow, gentle toxin elimination, restored hydration and mineral balance, better energy, better mental clarity, easier digestion, less bloating. Like, does that all sound like something you deserve to have in your life? Absolutely, it does. This is preparing a body for a deeper reset that you can do on your own. We'll be doing a parasite cleanse later this fall. So look at that list and then look back at the list of everything that's been bothering you. It's the same list. It's just going the other direction. So July 28th, 29th, and 30th, we are going to do this together. I know several people have said that they love these detoxes, but they love to do them as a community. And that just warms my heart so much because it is better when we do them as a community. I do need you to comment on the post, not for me or anything like that, but help other people in the group see what's going on, share that excitement, share your testimonies, because that could be the spark that someone else has been waiting for to say yes to this. Okay. So these 3 days side by side support the whole way through. You're not going to be figuring this out alone at midnight on the internet. You will have people walking with you and through you and experiencing the same things that you are as you go through this. So here is our promise. And this is one of the things that I love about the company. This is real support. It's not a crash and burn purge. We back it with a 60-day money back guarantee. You've got 2 full months to feel the difference for yourself. And I'm going to be honest with you, because based on what people keep telling me after they finish, I'm not expecting many of you to reach out for that return policy. It's there anyway, because I would rather you say yes, feeling completely safe and doing the cleanse with us. So now some little housekeeping at the end. You guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am. This is one of those things that I said I was going to talk about later. This is another area of your home where you can start removing the toxins from everyday living around your house. And there are 2 different products, each coming in 3 different scents. So we have Protector. Protector is your powerhouse. Well, actually, Tri Remedy is the powerhouse too. Deep Green is a great cleaner. That one's going to leave your house smelling like a forest. Tri Remedy has got that cinnamon, clove, lemon smell to it. And then Protector is more lime and citrus and a little bit of evergreen in there. It's just, they're safe for your pets. I would be cautious with cats. It's all plant-based, made with essential oils that are extremely powerful for cleaning. The ones with the squirt on the top, those are your surface cleaners. I've cleaned my windows. I cleaned my stovetop, my glass stovetop with that. Does not leave a streak. It's absolutely amazing. If you're doing, say you just cut chicken on a cutting board, you can rinse it off real good, spray that on there. The Tri Remedy Protector would probably be better for cleaning that cutting board. Now the 3 on the left that just have the caps, those are your laundry concentrates. So it's only going to take about a capful to 2 capfuls, I think it is, to use that in your washer. But here is a little hidden secret. I decided to mop my my vinyl floors with the laundry soap. I don't know why, but I thought, well, Deep Green just smells so good. I was on a Deep Green kick. I've got the spray in my shower. I've got the essential oil in my diffuser in my bathroom. So I thought, why not just scrub the floors with it? Y'all, I'm telling you, my floors came out cleaner than anything I've ever used on my floor. And I've used like the vinegar in the water. I've used, before I used store-bought things, but this stuff cleans floors like nothing else. I have one of those O-Cedar mop buckets that has the spin mop on it. I put 2 capfuls in my water before I mop, and it just, I'm telling you, you've got to try that when you get that. So then we have our Christmas in July going on too. And because it's in Christmas in July, I want to make sure that you see this. So the Slimmer Love Box on the left is on special, and the black seed oil is buy one, get one free right now. The savings are right there on your screen. So if you've been thinking about going deeper than a cleanse, or you just want to stock up on your black seed oil, well, it's 2 for 1. This is your window. The one on the left has got Tone Essential Oil in it, or not essential oil, but body lotion. Tone Essential Body Lotion is amazing for cellulite and creeping skin. The Slimmer Powder, not drops, is the original formula. Then you've got your Vitality in there, and you've got a 7-day sample of Cocoa Blue, as well as the Fat Detox Roll-On, and I believe that's the Slimmer Drops. Then on the right, I would highly suggest doing the buy 3, get 1 free on the black seed oil, because you are buying 3 bottles of black seed oil and you're getting 8 instead. So you just add either one of these to your cart. Add the black seed oil to your cart, and they will add the extra 4 bottles during the shipping section, when they're shipping. Let me, oops, sorry. Let me get mute here. let's see, how can I move? Nope, I guess I can't. Oh, thank you. Anyway, so that's going to be your best deal. And with seasonal sugar season, sugar causes illness, right? You guys all know that. And so when we flood our body with sugar, we get sick. We've got Halloween, then we have Thanksgiving, then we have Christmas, then we have New Year's, and they're all heavy, heavy foods, lots of sugar. For some people, lots of alcohol. That black seed oil is going to help strengthen that immune system for you during that time. Okay. And because it's Christmas in July, I edited my schedule a little bit for my call schedule. Next week, we are going to talk about this ancient seed. So if you know somebody that is immune compromised, you might want to make sure that they know about this. I have created the event already, but I'm not going to really start inviting until next week because I don't want people to forget about it. But if you want to put that on your calendar for next Thursday, and then just like you can add guests, just get their email and add that on your Google calendars. Then they'll get a reminder also to show up for the call. It's going to be a really good one. We haven't covered black seed oil in a long time, so it is time that we do this. So we will be doing that next week. And finally, this is, we don't have a deadline yet. Let's see, I think it's the 22nd of July is when I think it would be a safe close window for all orders. Don't wait though, because if you're like me and you keep putting it off, then you're going to forget and you're like, darn it, I didn't get that ordered. So let your liver lead the way to the balance in your body. And I promise you that you will not regret that step and especially since we're doing it together. Okay. Together we rise. And I am so incredibly grateful to have you on this journey with us. And let me get back over here to you guys. There we go. All right. So thank you so much for being on the call tonight. If you are new, again, thank you for coming to the Detox Divas. Truly appreciate everyone that comes up to these calls every week. And hopefully you will be doing that liver cleanse with us because it truly is a life-changing, health-changing, great foundation for your health and to start that health journey. So we will see you next Thursday for the Black Seed Oil call. Invite your friends. It's going to be an important one, especially when the Black Seed Oil is on sale. So have a great evening. Appreciate all of you. And we'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.